I believe that a designer has the responsibility to be aware that we take care of the earth. How can we really protect it much more than we do right now? So we have to design new materials. That, I think, is the most urgent question.
Helle Jongerius is a Dutch designer, now based in Berlin, who really is one of the greatest role models for design in the 21st century. And I think we look at her both as a leader of aesthetics and also of ethics. So she's not just thinking about what design looks like, but also what it can do in the world and what it means.
The whole thought about the exhibition started with the Vitra Design Museum acquiring Helle Jongerius' archive in 2024. And Helle Jongerius approached us and asked us if we would like to take on her archive, give it a new home.
One of the most extraordinary things about Helle Jongerius is the sheer range of her practice. So she's particularly known for her work in certain materials like ceramics and textiles, but she's explored so many other areas, often very much thinking about color, doing research into materials, process, working with all kinds of different clients. So one of the things that's so exciting about this exhibition and this archive at the Vitra Design Museum is the scale and variety and diversity of her work.
For me, it is very important that the objects that we are surrounded with, they have an agency. So they are witness of our life. So this layer is hidden in an object, in a thing, but also the whole story about how it is made, what kind of craft, what is the culture behind the craft. And then the whole story on beauty, the colors, and so all these layers communicate to who we are, and you need really good reasons to make something new and buy something new. So you have to take care of the objects that you have around you. So this is why I find it important that there is a communication between a thing and a human being.
The name for this first room came from her very own dirty hands method, something she started in the 90s already, working with Vitra Design in the Netherlands. It's a very hands-on approach, and we felt this is perfect for all the different materials we gather here in this room, but also throughout the exhibition, to really make visible how she's working in the early years with her hands, feeling material, sculpting it, learning from the material, and also improving objects throughout material.
We called this room business class, this gallery, and the name is taken from her work with KLM, the Dutch national airline. She actually did create a business class cabin for them, the interiors, the seats, the textiles, the surfaces. So one thing that's particularly noteworthy is that she is bringing her basis in craft, this dirty hands approach that she has always had in her practice, into these corporate mass production environments. And she's looking for ways to infuse serial production with the diversity and chance and life of a handcrafted thing.
The third room, Feeling Eye, we come into a stage in her work where she focuses very much on color research, something she takes away from working with the industry. With, for example, Vitra, she first experienced that colors in the industry for furniture design need to be stable, they need to be perfect, they are not allowed to change with UV light or the outdoor environment. And she questions that and tries to find new ways of mixing pigments, fusing natural pigments with industrial pigments. And so in the third room, we see some results of her research.
One of the great contributions that she made over the course of her career was not an object, but actually a manifesto, which she wrote with a critic called Louisa Schovenberg, also Dutch, which is called Beyond the New. And in that text, they argued that design should not be oriented towards innovation for its own sake, but rather should concentrate on lasting real values, what it actually brings to people, and also, of course, its effect on the environment. This ultimately led her to a real turn in her practice, which is what we look at in the last gallery of the show, which is called Cosmic Mind. And there she's thinking really about a kind of transhumanist position for design. In other words, she's thinking about humans and animals. She's thinking about nature as having its own kind of rights. She's interested in what you might call a kind of animist approach to objects, more like what you would find in magic or witchcraft or spell casting. And she's making objects that refer explicitly to those kinds of traditions, those kinds of ideals. The thing that has most impressed me as I've gotten to know her personally is how playful she is. She has this intense drive towards research and discovery, but at the same time she can think like a child, which I think is true of so many great artists and designers. These little comical touches that bring the work alive.
Well, humor is something you can't design. I'm always aware that in the end, also in industrial production, it is all like compromise on compromise. So on a certain moment at the end of an object, I turn it around. I push something totally unexpected, another material or a strange button, or I just do something misfitty. So then you get, it's maybe not human, but you get this human breathe again.
I think everybody will also get these deeper messages about design and its place in the world, and her consistent questioning of that condition, that situation that design finds itself in today. You know, she really is a role model and really somebody to listen to, even when she whispers and then sometimes when she shouts. So I hope that everybody that comes to the show takes away not just a great experience, visual, aesthetic experience, but also a lot of questions to bring to their own life.